Look at you kids. My pasture is so bad. I just paid $470 a ton for hay. I was only able to get a little over 2 tons. It's awful. So that'll won't last these goats very long. I've got to get rid of a bunch of these goats. All the kids have to go. I'd say about half of the does need to go, just because I got to do a revamp, a restructure of my business here, and figure out how I'm going to feed these guys and become more self-sustainable, because of the economy and the availability of things. I've got to be able to manage this herd, and it being so big, I can't manage them. It's too much for one person. Still don't have the copper deficiency under control. I just copper bolused about 2/3 of the herd. I'm going to have to run everyone through again to finish up copper bolusing everyone else. Darcy's my oldest doe here. As soon as I get her, there she is. There's Darcy. I bought her in, I want to say 2013 or something like that. And, hey Darcy, in Colorado. And I don't know if you can see it as well here because it's a bit cloudy today, but her body condition is horrific, but the color tone, she's a black goat, and it's all red toning all in here and all up here. It was getting better, and she actually was losing hair, but it was getting better, but now it's looking even worse. It's getting more red copper tones to her coat. It's all up here on this side here. That whole side here has all got copper toning to it. I don't know how to fix it. Like I said, I just copper bolused her again at 3 months. And I got to keep her alive, so I'm not sure how I'm going to fix this problem with her. She's getting fed. She eats just fine with everyone else. I think what I'm going to try and do is get my fencing more secured, and I will be using the hay that I did buy and keep these girls off the pasture and just feed them that for now. Oh, this is awful, Darcy. Awful. Okay, so yeah, she don't look so good. She's just barely hanging on, in my opinion. Get that Lily. Yep. Well, I just went through my list of goats this morning on who I wanted to keep. And I'm having trouble trying to downsize to where I need to be at. And I think I need to be down to about 30 does. Why are you guys running? What's up? We have a goat stampede. Oh my goodness. What's going on? What? The sun come out? What's up? What's going on, guys? Did something scare you over there? Something scare you guys? Hey, Chrissy. Lily, you're being such a good girl out here. With your family. Doing a great job, Lily. Anyway, I'm going to have to make that hard choice and just start weeding out goats. I'm just going to have to. I've got to get, after I went through and said I got to make this hard choice, I put myself at about 30 adults. I put myself up to, when I cut out a bunch, what was it, 38 does. And I have to cut down more, I think. I haven't decided where my number is. This is awful. Yeah, I don't know what to do. Well, I do know what I have to do. I take that back. I know what I have to do. I got to get myself to do it. Got to get these goats out of here. My pasture has to get recovered. These goats have got to go. That's bottom line. It's just killing me that I have to do this. Anyway, see this girl here? That's Murphy. She's last year's kid. Nice looking girl. She's Darcy's daughter. I'd really love to keep her. She is half Spanish, half Darcy. And yeah, I'd really rather be able to keep her, but I think she's got to go. She's on the chopping block with the rest of them. It really sucks. But I have to restructure for what I can manage if I have to grow the food myself. Because the droughts, the grass is slow growing. There's just not, this is a desert area. There's cactuses in the field, for crying out loud. This is a place that is not meant for lots of water. And I have 60 acres. And my goats, most places you talk about 4 goats to an acre, and that's just not happening here. I got 1 goat to an acre. Period. That's what I got here. Maybe 1 goat to an acre. That means I should be able to keep 50. It's not happening. Just not happening. And I'm looking at the possibility of having to feed them like you feed your dogs. You feed your dogs twice a day. I'm looking at doing that, where they're contained in a feedlot, and I give them hay, but I have to grow vegetables and greens for them to give them their nutrition that they need, like carrot greens, beet greens, things like that. All that stuff that I'm going to have to try and grow indoors. I have to do that indoors here. And I don't know if I can manage to be able to feed 50 does at that rate. I just don't know how I'm going to do it. That's a lot of food you're talking about. They eat about 5 pounds of food a day, roughly. That's a lot of food. So I'm going to start by growing a little bit, see how well it works. I just ordered myself some lights, and I'll have to try a sample, which of course, that's going to take time. Hello, Adeline. Oh, you're not Adeline. You're Amy, baby. Gorgeous kid. Gorgeous. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to have to try doing it a small scale, see how it goes, and then keep increasing the numbers as I go there. But my God, that's a lot of time and energy that's going to be spent. And in the meantime, what am I going to do with these, I got to get them off this field. I got to get the number count down. I have to feed them. Well, $470 a ton, guys. I don't make enough money to be able to buy $470 a ton to feed all these goats. So, anyway, that's the current update. It is June 12th. I'm feeling a bit bummed, depressed about what's going on. I mean, you downsize, you could always go back up. I mean, that's the beauty of having these animals, with them having multiples, the ability to just go once you get reorganized, restructured, you can always increase your herd over time. I mean, it doesn't take long. With goats, it's really easy to increase your numbers. The does that I do plan to keep are they produce multiples, triplets, quads. So that's a good thing. So yeah, like I say, if I wanted to increase my numbers, it wouldn't be a problem to do. It's just sad to let some of these go that I've become attached to, because all of these goats I've become attached to. That girl there is Dahlia, and her adorable clone right there. Great personalities, awesome kids. She should be on the bus to go, but it's hard to let her go because she makes really nice babies. Gracie there, typically she would go, but because her mom died, Gracie and Lily, they're staying here permanently to replace their mom. Those are 2 extra mouths that I'll be feeding that I shouldn't be. But yeah, you can always rebuild. It's just sad that you gotta let them go to do it. Goodness.